Ethereum surges back towards $2,000, but are we due a sharp correction, or are we going to shoot up to a crazy price target? We're also going to look at some news over on Forbes about the Ethereum mining community and how that might affect your Ethereum holdings. Guys, and welcome to the House of Crypto. I make videos on Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as other altcoins and the ICOs. If you're new to the channel and you're an Ethereum holder, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to be kept up to date with all of the latest news and technical analysis happening in Ethereum. Without further ado then, let's jump on over to the Ethereum news for today. Okay, so this is over on Forbes.com. Ethereum miners engage in a 51% attack to maintain high profits. As we've mentioned in the past, we're about to see Ethereum cut fees, which is going to be great news for Ethereum holders in order to be able to trade, and also is going to be likely able to boost the price as more and more people can get involved for a bit cheaper, as the gas fees at the moment are kind of strangling the network. However, that obviously money has to come from somewhere, and a lot of the miners are feeling quite upset about it. So within the Ethereum community, there's a plan to sort of organize together to basically attack Ethereum. Okay, so lowering of increasing blockchain transaction fees, which could be as high as $60 per transaction, called contract execution, is currently a matter of concern for the Ethereum Foundation. The proposed changes for the upcoming London hard fork, scheduled in July, will lead to short-term profit loss within the mining community. This is why the Ethereum Foundation, a non-profit dedicated ecosystem of organizations and companies that support the Ethereum blockchain, is trying to de-escalate some miners' attempts to display the show of force of a possible 51% attack on the network. If something happened, if there is an attack on the network, that could be potentially quite worrying times for Ethereum. Many people would likely probably try and sell their position from fear that they might lose their funds. So obviously if they can de-escalate this, it's much better. However, on the flip side of this, in the longer term, as more and more people come into Ethereum, in the short term, the miners might lose a bit of cash, but actually as more and more people join the network, it's much better for them to be still involved in the ecosystem. And I'm sure that is probably one way that they'll try and convince them otherwise than to do this. So without further ado then, let's jump into the charts. So as we can see, guys, we've had a very good few days from an Ethereum holder perspective. So this is on the 4-day. What we were looking at before was this triangle here, which, as we can see, yesterday broke out. And what's really key to see is that actually we not only broke out, but we came back and we confirmed the breakout. This is always what we want to see, guys. This is like the perfect scenario, and this is where entering a long trade would have been a really good move. So we come up, we've broken through this, come back, retested, and shot back up. And now we've found another level of resistance, which is, as we saw back on, when was this, 21st of March, the previous level. Okay, so this is a key area to watch. This isn't when we jump in and go long, because as I mentioned, if we get rejected from this level, then we could potentially see a fall. And as we come to the end of these patterns, we would fall, and we would probably fall out the bottom of this pattern, and we come all the way back down. It's worth noting that on the RSI, we are kind of approaching overbought areas, so we might see a bit of time happening here, a bit of consolidation before breaking out, as we saw back here before that break to all-time highs over on the 18th of February. Okay, what I would expect to see then, if it is to break this line, is to break out and to come back. It will probably break out, and it would probably come to around the $2,041 level, which was previous all-time highs, come back, hopefully flip this into support before coming back in. And this is when we would look to enter our trade. Once it comes back, it flips into support and closes a 4-hour candle above this line. Okay, that's my key area to enter a trade. Okay, so what would be the target for this breakout? So you come probably back from this sort of all-time high position here, and we would come back all the way down to here, and we can bring this out to our breakout point, and that, as you can see, would take us up to about $2,723. Obviously it's not going to happen overnight, but that has been waiting to happen for a very long time, and that's a 40% rise in the price, which obviously would be very good to see for us. Other things to look at in terms of patterns, we've got this double bottom one here, the right hand shoulder sort of being a bit higher than the last, which is always positive. But you know, we're at the key point now where it must break through this point here, and a breakout from here would also kind of come from the highest point down to the lowest point. Yep, so it pretty much would match up again with the 2,700, you know, approximately around there. So that's the way I see things unfolding. You know, don't enter trades, etc., until we get a close above this 1,900 and what is it, $1,960 level, which has been a key level of resistance. We broke through it briefly, but never really kind of broke through it properly, and sort of consolidated above that position. Okay, so you know, once we go past there and we sort of we can close above this line, then I'm pretty confident we're going to start moving up. And again, as we saw in the past, you know, price discovery mode is always a very exciting time for Ethereum. Obviously, guys, go away and do your own research. This is all my own opinion, my own research. But always stay safe out there with trading. Trading is risky and you can lose money. Okay, before we finish up, I just want to look at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart to see what is happening over there. This is on the 4 hour. And as you can see, you know, we've had a bit of a spike up just now, or in the last sort of couple of days or so, and we've broken through this key area of resistance around the 0.32 level. However, you know, we would like to see it consolidate and come higher than that, and again, we're looking in the very overbought territory, so we might see a little bit of a further play down. What else is to notice is we have got actually a bit of a double bottom pattern here. Although this double pattern, as we mentioned before, it's always nice to have the second one higher than the last one if we're going to look to go up. And you know, as we look back into this area, we had a double bottom here, and then this is what we saw. So you know, this could play out. We could actually be looking at another move back up. And as Bitcoin increases in value and Ethereum also increases in value, you know, we want Ethereum to move up harder against Bitcoin. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you want this Ethereum news to be shared with more people around the world and get more people into Ethereum. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow with another video. Thank you, bye-bye.